Hey, what's up? If you have found this video, there's a really good chance that two things are true. Number one, you are a mom. And number two, you want to freelance. That makes sense. If you are new to freelancing, it's kind of like a job. You're an online service provider, virtual assistant, social media manager, bookkeeper, coach. There's all different kinds of things that you can do to make money from home. It's super legitimate. There are tons of people looking to outsource, and we have all kinds of resources here on this channel to be able to help you do just that. And today's video is all about one little thing that if you don't have this thing, none of the other videos on this channel even matter. Stick around to figure out what that is. Hey there, I'm Lauren Golden, the founder of the Free Mama and the Free Mama movement and the host of this channel. And all the videos that we have here, we've got a couple hundred for you to peruse and choose from to answer all of your work from home questions. And there are lots of strategies, tactics, and skills that you will find available right here for free. And all these things are incredibly important, and you can easily follow me or anyone else that you find on the internet who are a few steps ahead of you so that you can learn these things faster. But if you don't think that they'll work for you, none of this matters. Because the one thing that you must have in order for everything else to work out is some belief, the right beliefs, in fact, which is what we're going to talk about in today's video. One of my favorite quotes of all time that I actually talk about, not once, not twice, but upwards of 4 to 5 times in my best-selling book, The Free Mama, How to Work from Home, Control Your Schedule, and Make More Money, is Henry Ford's quote, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." And it emphasizes how important your beliefs are in getting your freelancing business off the ground and being successful and becoming successful quickly. That means making money fast. Okay. All right. So in today's video, we are going to debunk 5 myths that I have seen just absolutely get women off track so that we can replace them with the beliefs that you do need to start making money faster. Are you with me? If you're with me, let me know down in the comments below. And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe to this channel, maybe tag a friend, hit the bell to be notified, do all those things so that you can be part of our world. We would absolutely love to have you in the Free Mama movement. Okay, so myth number 1 that stops people from having the success that they want as quickly as they want is that there is this lie out there that you have to be an expert before you get started in your freelancing business. And here's what this might look like. You're trying to know everything before you even start. You're telling yourself that you're not qualified yet because of whatever reason you made up in your head. By the way, to be a freelancer, all you need is a computer and Wi-Fi. You don't need a degree. You don't need a certification to be able to do these things and truly help entrepreneurs with their outsourcing needs. You've got a tentative launch date that is set to any other day than right now in this exact moment, meaning you are waiting till some self-determined date in the future when you think that you might feel ready, when in fact you will never actually feel ready to step outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you are waiting for more confidence before you start telling people about your freelancing business. Spoiler alert, the only way to grow your confidence is through experience. You can't watch or learn your way to confidence. No one can talk confidence into you. You have to start doing the thing. And that is where confidence will come from. Or maybe you're working for free because you don't think that you deserve to charge for your services yet. You're only focused on learning skills and not actually practicing or implementing them. Or you've told yourself a story that too many people are already doing this. So why would someone choose to work with you? Well, I am here to tell you that the truth is we all start as beginners and we all have to start somewhere. Now, learning is important. I believe in being a lifelong learner, but I also know that at some point you just have to take action, and that the sooner you take action, the sooner you're going to get the confidence, the results, and the money that you actually want. And the faster you're actually going to become an expert. Did you know that it is actually easier to learn how to do one thing really, really well than to learn to do a lot of things really, really well? So if you want to become an expert even faster, which you don't have to do to start, focus on learning one thing, and don't just focus on watching and buying courses and watching YouTube videos and whatever about the thing. Go practice doing the one thing. Go practice doing it over and over and over again. That's the fastest way for this to happen. In the meantime, here are some new beliefs for you to help you get to your goals even faster. I have tremendous value to offer my clients. I am always learning and improving, and I don't have to be the best. I'm not the best. I don't know anyone who is the best. Did you guys know that there's billions with a B, billions of people on this planet? You don't have to be the best to make a massive difference in someone's life as a service provider. So just focus on being really, really good, getting the results that you are promising and charging for. Don't worry about making mistakes. Everybody's human, just own them. And instead of worrying about this, focus on growing, learning, improving, and serving. Myth number 2. This is a big mental block that a lot of people have, and it has to do with clients. So there is a belief out there that a lot of people have that it is hard to find paying clients. But the truth is there are millions of freelancers, which means there are millions of people out there hiring freelancers. Here's what this might look like for you. It might mean you're telling yourself that your market is too saturated. One of my favorite examples of this is that when a lot of people come into the free mama movement, they are actually not even familiar with freelancing, or they are brand new, just learning about virtual assistants and kind of these different things that we can offer to businesses in the online space. So we go from, I've never even heard of this, to, oh my gosh, my market is too saturated. I'm like, 5 minutes ago, you didn't even know. What happens is what we focus on expands. So now that you are in this world and you're paying attention to it and you're watching all these videos, it makes sense that you're going to see it everywhere. Yes, there are markets that can be too saturated, but we also have to pay attention to demand. And the demand for online service providers has also skyrocketed over the last couple of years. Maybe you think you're just too late to the freelancing game. Everybody's ahead of you. You should have started sooner, then you'd be further along. Maybe you just feel like your industry or niche is too competitive, so you have to lower your prices. You can't find high-paying clients. You're fighting on price and just like a race to the bottom. Maybe you think that no one actually needs the service you provide. And in this one, I want to give you a pro tip that could be true. It's unlikely if you're offering a freelancing service that is one of the services we talk about here at the Free Mama Movement. But there's this video on finding your niche that does talk about it being really important that there is a market, meaning there are people hiring for this thing. You didn't just make up a dream job that you want to do that people aren't actually outsourcing for. So that is important. There just aren't any high paying clients out there. Well, I can personally tell you this is not true because I have people who pay me a lot of money and I pay my team really generously. Or maybe a more honest answer is that you just don't know where to find them. And we can help you with that here on this channel too. Some beliefs that might serve you better than the ones that we talked about that aren't actually true are opportunity is all around me. I attract what I put out into the world. I deserve to be compensated for my work. Myth number 3, and a lot of my students, I think, feel this way because I am one of these, is that we think we have to be an extrovert in order to be successful. But the truth is, this is not true. 3 of my mentors over the last 5 years are extremely introverted, and they are also extremely wealthy. For you, this might sound like yourself telling stories like, I'm too shy, or I'm just not outgoing enough to pull off this freelancing thing, or I don't have this big network, or my personal favorite that I've heard one too many times for an internet business is that you live in a really small town. Here's the deal. You can live wherever you want as long as you have access to reliable Wi-Fi, or you have the access to be able to get reliable Wi-Fi. With an internet-based business offering freelancing services, you can literally tap into a network of humans all over the world. The one non-negotiable for being a one-to-one service provider is that you are willing to talk to people. Okay, I understand if you feel shy or if you don't feel outgoing, you're going to have to manage this, and it's going to have to be a story that you rewrite for yourself. And I'm going to tell you how to do that in just a second. But the truth is, using being an introvert as a crutch is never going to allow you to be the successful freelancer that you want to be. And being an introvert and extrovert is about managing your energy. I light up when I get to talk to a lot of people and serve them. It's exciting for me, even if it makes me nervous or scared. Introverts, on the other hand, need to recharge. So when you're networking or having conversations with clients or prospective clients, you need to plan that downtime so that you can recharge afterwards. Here are some new beliefs for you. I am enough. I am courageous. I love helping people. Because the truth is, You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't already have to have confidence before you start. Very few people do, because again, confidence comes from experience. On the other hand, we just need a little bit of bravery. We need some courage to be able to go talk to people. And we need the perspective of being able to shift the attention off of ourselves. I'm shy, or I'm loud, or I'm all these different things, to focusing on serving other people, which is really what being a one-on-one service provider is all about. You have to love helping people and making a difference in their life, their business, and their customers' lives. Which brings me to myth number 4, which is, in order to be a successful freelancer, you have to hustle. Now, for you, this might look like casting way too wide of a net to find clients. If you are trying to do all the things for all the people all the time, not only is it probably not going to be very effective, but you are definitely going to be working 24/7 and ultimately burn out. Now, maybe you feel like you have to have your phone glued to your hand. You have to be in all the places all the time, because business is a numbers game, right? So you've got to talk to as many people as possible and do all of the things. Maybe you think because you see people like me with a YouTube channel, or you see people talking about their services on TikTok, you think you've got to start an email list and do all the latest marketing trends all the time to find success. Or you have to send a ton of cold emails and fill out every job application on the internet just to make this work. None of these things are going to make you successful. None of them are going to make you successful quickly, but they might land you in the hospital after you've completely burned out, and we don't want this for you. So I encourage you to adopt these new beliefs as quickly as possible. I can do anything, but not everything. I work smarter, but not harder, my personal favorite. The riches are in the niches. Remember how I told you it's actually easier to learn how to get really good at one thing than it is to try to be really good at everything? There's a reason for that. Plus, when it comes to finding clients, you're actually going to be more known for something. It'll be easier for people to refer business to you if you do something specific, and then you'll never have to worry about all that hustle anyway. And the last belief for you to adopt is that business is and should be fun and easy. Not easy, although it is pretty simple. It's not easy, mostly because of our beliefs, but easy, as in quit with all the pushing, quit forcing, quit pushing, and working just for the sake of working and doing, and burnout. Find the ease and flow in talking to people and coming from a place of service. And the 5th and final myth that prevents freelancers from being successful is the thought that freelancing can't actually be a sustainable career. You've probably heard about feast or famine, that you're going to have months where you know where your money is coming from, and then months where you're not making anything as a freelancer. By the way, that will not happen if you freelance the way that I teach my students to freelance. Maybe you think you'll always be hunting for new clients, or all your income's just going to go to taxes, or your income will be unstable. And what the heck do we do about saving for retirement or healthcare? Well, this was one of my biggest hangups when I first started freelancing too, until I realized that there were like tens of millions of people who had already figured this out. So there are probably answers to my objections. And when it comes to your income, the truth is, when you have a job, you have all your eggs in one basket. Yes, it comes every 2 weeks or twice a month or whatever that predictability is, but that doesn't actually make it any more stable. If your position's eliminated, or you get furloughed, or you get fired, you now have no source of income. Whereas when we freelance, we can serve multiple clients, create recurring revenue through monthly retainers, but also do project-based work so that we can get a cash injection. There's a lot of different ways to make money when you're self-employed, whereas when you have a job, it's just one line of cash coming in. Speaking of that cash, you are paying taxes when you're an employee as well. It's just you never see that money. And when you are self-employed, it is your responsibility to save and then give your portion to the IRS. But the good news is, when you're self-employed, you also have the opportunity to write certain expenses off that you don't have when you're an employee. And when it comes to healthcare and saving, there are lots of options that we're not going to go deep in today's video, but I encourage you to join the Free Mama Movement Facebook group. We have some amazing threads where freelancers have band together their resources and knowledge on these topics to be able to assist you. And my personal default go-to is reach out to a professional, get a healthcare broker to answer some of your questions or tell you what your options are for you and your family. When it comes to investing, there are also plenty of professional resources that you can go to. The main point is that there is a solution, and if you let it be something that prevents you from moving forward, that's exactly what it will be. If you need more proof, let me tell you about a couple free mamas who have been freelancing for 4 or 5 years now, as long as the free mama has been around. My student Megan started in March of 2018. She left her job within maybe like 6 months or so. And she is currently making $25,000 to $30,000 a month inside of her agency. Or how about Brittany, who's been doing this for about 3.5 years now? She's making $8,000 to $10,000 a month. And that only took her about 2 years of freelancing to be able to move from real estate agent who was missing her kids on nights and weekends to being able to serve in the real estate niche on her own terms, all from her computer, from the comfort of her own home. Plus, there's my student, Wendy, who started as a nurse practitioner, couldn't get any further away from the online marketing world, who now is making multiple 6 figures a year and paying other freelancers to help her serve her clients. She's been at this for about 3 years as well. Now, we have plenty of free mamas who start with just wanting to make $500, $1,000, maybe $2,000 to contribute to your family's finances. But something inside of our community happens where once that initial belief is broken about all these things we talked about today, and you really see what's possible for you, you learn that the sky is the limit. So much so that we have actually had to launch both a 6-figure and a $1 Million Mama Award inside of the Free Mama community. So I just want you to know that when it comes to breaking beliefs, you can look no further than some of the students inside of our Facebook group. Your final new beliefs to adopt are: I am a money magnet. I attract clients easily and effortlessly, and my business will grow as big as my belief in myself. I hope this video inspired you to start thinking about your freelancing potential a little bit differently. Remember, the number one thing that I can't do for you is change your belief that freelancing is going to offer you everything that you hope that it will. Make sure, again, you've subscribed to this channel. There are lots of videos that can walk you through the strategies and the tactics about how to freelance from home. And we'll drop a couple of links down in the comments below to the Free Mama Facebook group, as well as my best-selling book we sell as part of a virtual package called the Free Mama Guide that will provide you with some first steps for actually getting started inside of your freelancing business. As always, if you liked today's video, please talk to me down in the comments below. I would love to answer your questions. You can tag somebody, you can share it, you can take a screenshot and tag me over on Instagram and let me know that you are in fact watching, so that I know that I should in fact keep making videos for you. Until next time, happy freelancing. Is there something else I mentioned? I did the same thing last time. I can't write this word while talking. It's too big. Let me back up. Oh my gosh, all of a sudden I'm getting like 5,000 messages. I just threw my marker. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Wait, sorry. Oh yeah, I did say that 2 times. Well, we're gonna go with it. Okay.